Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and this is my second attempt at filming this process. Really, I don't know. Something went wrong with the first part, and it was pretty lengthy, and I was chit-chatting a lot. I totally was unaware, what was going on, and my camera had shut down in the middle, so you know what happens. So what I decided to do, if you have not watched my yesterday's video where I talked about some collage papers that are newly listed in my shop, I have listed 3 kits. One is the Shabby French kit, which is very light, soothing and subtle color palette that I've used, and it comes in 2 parts. It has the journal papers and it also has the add-on ephemera kit, and also there is this collage paper, floral collage sheets, so that is also available, and I have used that for this project that I'm working on, and I'll show you what I did. So but the sad story is that I had printed out 6 sheets and I have already used up, cut this down, the 4 sheets. I've cut down the 4 sheets to make the pages of this journal, and it didn't happen. The filming didn't happen, so I'll have to walk you through this process verbally, and then we will proceed to the next part. So what I had is, I had these, I do have a few of these pre-made journal, traveler's notebook journal. Now they are blank. I'll show you how they are, because I do have another one, I guess. Yeah, so I do have a few, so probably I'll be decorating them. So I had made these paper journals ahead of time. So these are traveler's notebook size, and as you can see, the papers are already a little bit creamish because I had bought this paper in this color. It was creamish in color. Now it is pretty late in night and I don't know if the lighting is a little bit weird. Maybe, I don't know, because I love filming in the natural light. I do not like to use artificial light. Anyways, so this is another notebook that I had made. I thought that I will make some kits for these because they are absolutely blank and you can decorate them, you can use them as you like. Mainly the purpose will be for they will be writing journals. You can write in them, you can you decorate them as you like. They will come as blank journals, and then there will be an ephemera pack accompanying these. So I had this initial idea, but then what happened was I got busy with other projects and I didn't pay attention to it much. So now what I'm planning on doing is, since I already have these plain blankish journals, I will decorate these using the collage sheets that I have in my shop. Now the papers I will definitely, just a minute, so I will just show you how you can decorate a pre-made notebook. It can be any size. It doesn't have to be a traveler's notebook size, standard size, but it's just so that I had these pre-made, so I'm using this. If you have a composition notebook, you can use it in a similar fashion. You can cover up the pages, or even if you have some journal that you have partially used, you can use up that also. You can cover up some of the pages if you do not like them. At the end of the day, this is just a very quick method to put together a junk journal, you can say. So now what I've done is I had chosen this paper, this journal to decorate, but probably I'm going to shift that also because this one has more room, because the cover of this one is larger, so I will have enough room to put pockets and stuff like that. So I will show you what I had planned to do. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the entire process because I have already trimmed down the pages. But if you want to see the papers, you can always skip to the you can always go to the previous video. I'll post the link to the video below in the description box, where I do a flip through of these papers, and you can see how they look. So this was one of the papers which I have trimmed down so that I can put it on the cover. So I'm going to put it like this. Probably I'm going to put a lace trim on the cover. So this is going to be the front part, and this is going to be the back. So I do not want to cover this, but probably I will. I'm not sure. So probably I will not cover this. I'm going to keep this. So I like this. This is a Tim Holtz paper pack, by the way. I think it's French industrial, a gentleman's something. I have quite a few of those paper packs, and I just hang on to those, I love those paper packs. So I'm going to add this to the cover, because this front part is pretty simple with all the ledgers and all stuff like that. So I'm going to put that on top, and this can be a pocket also, a side loading pocket. So we'll work on that later on. And as I turn, I'm going to start decorating the pages. So for the first page, what I did was I chose this paper. Now it's very difficult to recreate the papers because I have already trimmed it down. So I have cut it down to size, and I think I'm going to add this. So one thing I need to be making sure is that I should stay away from the spine area, because if I add too much the spine, if this moves much to the spine area, then I will have difficulty in closing this, because this journal is already made. I mean, it's already stitched, so whatever I have to do, I'll have to work around that fact. So this is going to be the first page probably, but I think I'm going to put this as the front page, because this is just going to be, it will look as if something has flowed over from this page. So this page is going to be an extension of the pattern that we are seeing on the front cover. So I'm going to put this on the front page, and as I go, I think each of the journals have 40 pages. So this is going to go at the back. Okay, so every 4 pages I'm going to add another decorative page, and all the pages have been cut to size so that they fit on a journal like this. Unfortunately, you didn't see the actual process of cutting this down, but I just measured it, and then I just used my ruler to trim this down. So now what I'm doing is I'm again looking back and forth. So I will be using this portion. Again, this has another side. I will also show you that. So this was this, and it had a top part which we are going to use up in making pockets. So this part, I'm extremely sorry about that portion, and I really apologize, but I will link definitely the video. So we're going to move 4 sheets down, and then we're going to put something over here. So I'm going to put this page over here, okay, and then again we're going to move 4 sheets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we put something over here. So we can put this over here. Okay, and then again we're going to go do the same thing from the back and see how things go. So we already have this page 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can put something on this page. Okay, so I'll just see what else is there. Okay, you can put this over here. So this was also on one of the pages. I'll show you the other side. It's really shameful how my camera behaved. So this was this, you know, so I've trimmed that up. So again, 4 from that side, and now we're going to go back to the front part again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we'll do is, basically we are in just 2 pages away from the middle part. So we're going to just take 2 pages from here, and I'm going to put this over here. So then it's going to be 1, 2, okay, and then we are going to move this 1 sheet. So more or less we are evenly distributed, these pages, and I'll make sure that we don't have any other pages left hanging around. No. So all the pages have been taken off except the pockets that we had chosen. So now let me go through this page alignment. So we have this on the front page, and then 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th page we're going to put this. Okay, so again 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th page we're going to put this. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, we have the middle page. 1, 2, we're going to keep this 3, and then we put this. Okay, so then we'll have everything equally distributed. 1, 2, 3, 4th page. So again, same thing over here. So this is how I have laid down everything, and on the front cover I'm going to put this. Okay, so this can be a pocket too. I'll show you how I can do that, how you can do that using simple things. You don't have to use any specific paper. You can use anything that you have in your stash, but this is how you can do it. I'm just using these papers because they are from my shop and I have not yet used them in any project so far. This is going to be the first one, then, and that too something which is very quick and easy. You don't need to have a lot of time, a lot of expertise to do these. You can just use what you have and make a wonderful journal like this. So now is the time when I'm going to put calculate the pockets where we can put them down. So I have trimmed these down, the top parts, so I've trimmed them down and made them to fit the pocket size. So I'll just show you. So usually what I do is I put a pocket on the back because it is difficult to write at the back of the page sometimes, and some people do not like to do so. So if you have a pocket, you can put something in and you can just take it out, write on it, and then tuck it in. Okay, so this is basically meant to be a writing journal, not some fancy decorative. Yes, we'll do decorations, we'll do embellishments, we'll put in tabs, we'll put in snippets, everything, but that's only we'll do those keeping in mind that at the end of the day this is going to be a writing journal. So that's one pocket, and then so there is another one that I've cut down. So these were scraps after cutting those papers to fit the pages, and I made them into pockets. So here is 2. So I'm going to put this not here, sorry. not here. So I'm going to put this over here. So this notebook is a little bit wider on the wider side, and that's okay. So this is this, and then again we have this page, and I'll put a pocket over here. So the next pocket I can do is, I planned on doing a double pocket. Okay, so this double pocket is something which I'm going to show you how you can put together without adding any bulk to your page. So this is basically layering two pieces up and just doing them here, and I can just decorate this, and you can switch it any way you like it can be anything like so. Okay, so I'll probably embellish this, and then I will put this down. So that's going to be one thing, and then we are going to add another pocket. So that's just, I had everything cut down and I talked through the process, and it's really frustrating when things don't go as you have planned. So this is going to be another pocket, so you can put something here, and then you have this page, and then again we're going to leave this, we're going to add something to this page. So again I'm going to add some pocket. Okay, so this pocket can go in here, and then we come towards the middle. Now the middle can be, and middle will be something different, you know. It can have two pockets here and two pockets here, or it can be a flip out page that we will do. We'll see when we come to that. And right now we're just planning on the pockets, so I will come back in my next video and show you after I have stitched these pockets down, and then I will show you when I glue these. And of course I'm going to do the double pocket, so I'm going to put this over here. Okay, and then again 2 pages down, so I'm not going to do anything here. So again I can put something over here, and then I'll have 2 pages gap. Okay, and then probably I'll put something over here. So I'm not sure about that. Definitely I'm going to put something down. I also have been making, so these are not in the kits. I have been playing around, as I said, with Photoshop. I have been doing things, resizing and using. So maybe these are just a sneak peek of my next kit that you will probably see. So I have reduced them in size. So probably I'll use some of these, just to use up, it's not going to go to waste. So I'll use up some of these. I was just playing around with Photoshop, and so now for the next part I will come back and stitch the pockets and show you what I've done. Okay, so I'm back just to show you a sneak peek of what I am talking about. So it's a process that I've done many times before when I do not have the time to make a journal for myself, but I want something very pretty and decorated. So this is what I do. I just use some pre-made notebooks that I had initially made, because when I make a notebook, traveler size notebook for myself, I make them in bulk. Like I make 6 to 8 notebooks, and then I know that I'm good to go for a while. And I use the traveler's notebook system most of the time because I like it. It works for me, but this can be tweaked for any kind of journal for that matter. You can use it in any journals that you want. So what I've done to this is that, remember, I had trimmed this paper down and I have stitched around it. And now the thing is that I need to glue this down, but I want to add some sort of a lace element or some kind of a ruffle or something of that sort. So mostly, since most of the colors are very rustic and very rustic, I am looking for all sorts of rustic colors that I have in my stash. So I might use this. This is just a vintage fabric that I have, and what I'll do is I will not stitch anything on the page. This is, again, as I said, this is a very cheat method, and I will just show you how. It's an easy method, I would say, not a cheat method, but if people, some people are intimidated by the process of stitching and stuff like that, they can easily follow this kind of easy method. So I'm going to stitch this on the paper itself, on the page itself, and then when I glue the page, it's going to be on the page itself. You won't see any stitching outside. So I'll do that and I'll come back. I don't want you to listen to the sewing machine. Okay, so I'm back after stitching the tab, and what I did was I added some gauzy kind of fabric that I had a little bit left over from previous project. I am going to show you how you can simply jazz up these pages, and if you want you can add a pocket over here if you want, if you can do some collage. But for now I'm going to leave it at this, and I'm going to go to the next page. So the next page is the pocket. Okay, so the pocket does not need much right away. So what I'll do is I'll stitch around it, and before stitching I will do some layering. That we'll work on the pockets later on, but I think I should start working on the pages first. So again, on the page I will stitch around it, maybe add some tab or ruffle or something, and I will be back to show you what I've done. Okay, so what I've planned is I will stitch all the pages around and then add the tabs and come back and show you in the next part how they're looking, and also do some collage on the pockets and work on them. So that is going to be the next part, which is going to come probably tomorrow. So bye for now. Thank you everybody, and a special thanks goes to Julie for buying me coffee, which is a virtual coffee buying donation program. Thank you, Julie, so much. It means a lot to me, and you've been such a good friend for so many years, and thank you for being in my life. Bye everybody, have a great day. And another announcement that I wanted to make is so I am a June girl, and from 23rd to 27th there's going to be a 50% off on all items in my shop. And so if you want to stock up on something, you can definitely go and see. And I'm so loving all the support you people are giving to the digitals that I have in my shop. I'm so thankful for that. Thank you everybody. Have a great day and stay safe.